is a bit big.
No, that's good.
I don't know if I can see something.
Hey, welcome to a new Project Kamp update. So we bought this big piece of land and are prototyping a more sustainable way of living. Not sure how it's gonna go, but let's see. And in the previous videos you could see we have two ruins on the land. One of them is this little kitchen right here. But up until now it's been very hard to access because there are bushes everywhere around it. The building is almost collapsing. So today's video we're gonna clean it all up so we can go inside, take measurements and see what the thing actually looks like. And we got a friend helping out. So here's Leo.
Hey, I'm Leo.
And he's coming from Porto to help us out. And he's actually been involved in pressure plastic since 2016 as one of the first to rebuild the machines and tour around the coast to make surf wax scrapers. And recently released a how-to on how to make an electric skateboard from recycled plastic. Anyway, no plastic today, but chopping bushes. This orange brick building is in a pretty rough condition. It burned down a few years ago. It's overgrown in brambles and surrounded by young mimosa trees. And it's actually located quite central on the land. So here's base camp, here's our future workspace, and here's the kitchen. But yeah, let's have a look down there to see what it looks like. So yeah, the building is in pretty rough condition. And let me show you a little bit what it currently looks like, because it's the last time we're gonna see it like this. So first off, a lot of bushes everywhere around. So here we have two cellars, a bit overgrown, but it's natural granite and very cool inside, so has potential. So yeah, the building is not structurally very strong. Very scared to take out this brick, that everything's gonna collapse. So just leave it there for now. And the building burned down a few years ago to a fire. So that's why now you see a lot of roof tiles on the floor because the roof collapsed. Some parts of the roof are still somewhat there, like here, but the tiles are about to fall down soon. And in general the building is pretty roughly built. Here you can see a hinge for the window to open, pretty roughly integrated. So we're not really sure yet what the whole building looks like, how strong it is and what parts we can still reuse. So yeah, it's time to clean it up and discover what's underneath all of this. So nice and cool in here.
Way cooler, isn't it? Yeah. You could change the workspace here. Cooler.
Looks like a whole carpet.
Okay, under whole plant.
There's mimosa everywhere.
Yes. Good. So I'm gonna dig some dirt out because we found out that there's a floor here, and try and see what material and what state the floor is at, so we see if we can use it.
Look at this! We never saw the side of the house.
Make it.
Getting there. A lot of soil. You can do a raised bed here and do some aromatics for the kitchen.
found the gold.
Almost. No, it's in the past it was a wooden floor you had here, made with nails. And this one is nailed to the floor. Yeah, still have nails here.
So where do you think all the soil comes from? Because there's stone floor underneath. Someone just dumped sand here, or?
So we guess that we found there some nails and the wood nailed to the ground. So we guess this is like a old wooden floor that with time it just rotten and became soil, and mimosas loved it and started growing, and the cycle continued till we had this pile of huge soil, nutrient soil inside the house.
So years of organic
Yep.
composting.
And probably animals coming in and dumplings of animals also helped during the process.
Why are you in here, Rita?
It's overheating the machine or me, I don't know.
I guess both.
Yeah?
Welcome to the human fridge.
Perfect shape. So while Lou is quite busy finishing and cutting all the brambles, we will start cutting these mimosas, which have been growing since the past 4 years, so 2017. And they are now leaning a bit at the house, and it's also difficult to go around and access the house. So we will chop them down and drag them out of this place so we can start clearing it a bit more.
Wait. I don't know if you guys see it, but after cleaning all this area, we found out that the house is super bent, and that's gonna be a project.
So we found a burned big log with a place full of concrete bricks Could be a place for drinking water for the animals. We don't know. Now we need to uncover it.
Ooh,
Cool.
an archaeological finding. We found an ancient knife. Roman times, we think. Yep.
You think it was made for that?
Guess not. I'll have some pain in my back in a moment, I guess. But if you put a plank here, I can envision here a beautiful seat and water underneath, just to look zen and cool. Muito bem.
De morrer nas silvas.
And finally, we had a bit more to clean up on the outside, removing some burned beams that we found underneath the bushes, probably from a big wooden structure that used to be here. And at this point, the entire floor is covered fully with thorns. And we tried to remove some of it, like dragging them out, but it's a lot. So we're just gonna let some of it be as it is, and hopefully it would degrade on its own. So after this more detailed work, the outside was kinda ready for the next step.
Hey, we just finished cleaning all the outside from the bushes and the many mimosas we had. We have here a beautiful water tank to feed the animals that we found out. And now we're gonna go to the inside and try and clean it up. Okay guys, so we have here a lot of junk, from jerry cans to tiles and even old rusty motors. A lot of cleaning up to do and a roof to take, so let's start.
Oh.
Smoky facts. smoke effect.
So at this point the inside and outside are ready and we were happy the job was done, and that was until Rita discovered something on the outside.
This is all stone. Stone. We are trying to figure out what is underneath this. We see this edge here, which could be only a small step of concrete. But if we dig down, if we continue, this is all concrete. Still, there is a point where I cannot, or I can still lift. This is all concrete.
So yeah, with our last bit of energy we decided to clean up that bit outside area, because it would make it feel much more finished and cleared up, and actually also prevent a lot of thorn from growing back. So it's the smart thing to do. Alright, so here it is. Now everything is cleared up. I'm tired, so I'll just put on some music and nice clips so you can see the end result. Alright, so now our kitchen is cleaned up, we can properly walk around it, go inside, underneath. And the main reason to do this is to just take measurements and analyze the building. First to just see how big it actually is, but also really to understand the condition it's in, because it looks pretty rough. So it helps that we can now see what we need to renovate, what we need to rebuild. So for instance, the roof looks pretty worn out, probably need to replace. The walls are pretty sketchy, but maybe parts reusable. The floor in the middle is kind of a big question, because it feels kind of sturdy, but it looks very sketchy, so I'm not sure. I'm also actually not really sure how to analyze this, so if you guys have any tips or suggestions on how to figure out the structural strength of the building, I would be very curious. Funny side fact, remember the video I made, update 12, where we interviewed our neighbors, the guy with the bicycle at the end?
50 anos. A pessoa comprou, tinha mais de 80 anos.
He actually was born in this building, and the woman from that video, Fernanda, who's our neighbor,
Sei lá, as pequenitas. Então, nasci, eu fui criada aqui. Então.
she is actually lived here a big part of her life. I have a hard time imagining living in this building because it's pretty bare, not many facilities in there. But they do say it was a bit more advanced, so they had some sort of wooden outside structure. So I'm kind of curious actually what it would look like, but unfortunately no one here ever has a picture. I mean, I guess they didn't have iPhones in their pocket. So yeah, I guess we just have to imagine that and dream what this place could become. And if you have any tips, suggestions on that or feedback, make sure to show it in Discord. But anyway, we're now really not renovating anytime soon, because we just want to analyze it, understand the thing better before we start doing anything about it. That was it. Thanks for watching. Special thanks to Liao for helping out. And if you like what we do, make sure to visit support.projectkamp.com. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.